Z boy, how are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful Cherise. Good morning. How's it going? Another awesome, amazing day. Jimmy boy, my K2, how are you doing? And to the Sarasota team, another beautiful day. SZ, good morning. Frenchie, Nana. It's a beautiful day starting the day. Thank you, God, Lord, created for the day. And I cleaned the slate in order to start the new day. And every day it is a clean slate. I've been working on metabolism and trying to understand the simplicity or the complexity of the story, right? We made such a complex story out of it all. And do you really need to know a complex story? Nope. It's really, 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 really simple, right? Perth, Australia. Laura, good morning. Let's see. Virginia, is that right? Leson. Buenos dias de Miami. Arlen, good morning. Good morning. Tonbo, rise and butter shine every single day because butter makes everything better. And eat fat and be fit. That is the most critical, important thing. And we are all here to focus on the positive nature of all things. And yes, there are some things that we might judge from time to time as negativo, but maybe the negative shows up in order to push the positive. That's what we need to do every day. Shah, good morning. Randy, good morning. Romaine, good morning. And Audra, good morning from Mansfield, Massachusetts. Another awesome, amazing day. And I cleaned my slate, day 64. Let's see. Days no coffee for Kiltz, which is crazy. Let's see. I wait for my 3-day fast for the beginning of the month at the first Monday. So that's next, starting at Sunday. Sunday is Kiltz's prime day, and then fast for 3 days. Good morning, Marissa. Good morning. Good morning from somewhere in the Pacific. Iris, good morning. Unofficial. Mr. Angel, don't forget to also, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, and all those others, subscribe, like, or dislike. We want the critiquing and the criticism for us, all of us, to learn and grow every day. And asking all of us, let's work to be more positive to all. And sometimes love and forgiveness heals everything. We practice that every single day. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, and ideas. And the 5 a.m. meetup is meant to be, listen, that moment's 5 minutes of positivity, of fueling the fire of your day. That's why you always start the day with a clean slate. And I love to read. And, you need one book, right? Find the one book to always pick up and read with positivity every single day. Let's see, Marissa. Let's see, Perth, Australia. Buenos dias. Puerto Rico, remote. Is that remote grower? Good morning. Good morning, Barras DZ. Wake up call. It's the wake up call to, don't forget to check out Cherish and Kiltz, Cherishing Your Health. Cherish Thompson was on with Kiltz last night. If you go to YouTube, Facebook, great spot. Sharing ideas and energy of health and wellness. Nixie, see you, my love. An awesome, amazing day. And we're sharing kindness, love, faith, generosity, and things happen in life. They're all gifts of God, and they're all good. That's the craziness, right? How do we figure that it's all good for us? All right, I got to scroll up and down. CNY, Dr. Kiltz, Mighty Tribe. Let's see if I do this on the Mighty Tribe. Let's see. Put your comments, questions out there. I'm here. Jason, thank you. Cherish is amazing, dedicated to health and wellness, and that's what we're all about. Metabolism is a great topic, just as important as our mitochondria and nanomotors. Etc. Yes. Now, this is a hard one to see, but I printed out all of the metabolic pathways, right? And I'm going to put this up. I've gotten it from, let's see. Oh, I got to get a free version guide. But ultimately, listen, this is all happening in ways that I have a suspicion we don't quite know the truth. These pathways are all hypothetical, theoretical in some way. They're not perfectly happening. Like, okay, the Randall cycle, the glycolytic cycle, the all these and that cycles, they're all in a mush together. They're commingling. It's we don't burn sugar for energy. We burn fat, and that's where it's at, right? Etcetita. And we want to lower the heavy and rise and shine with the light. Butter is the way, right? Book recommendations, 7 Habits. All right, that's a good one, Tonbo. Next week's book, Stephen Covey. I needed an idea for next week's book. A Beautiful Day in the Morning. CNN. By the way, I'm willing to be a CNN Carnivore News Network roving reporter. And when we go down to the Keto Symposium in New York City on the 24th of September, it's already the 2nd. Isn't that great? Amy, all right, finished the painting. Nice. Send a picture. Let's post it up. And I need to buy one. All right. I believe Carnivore Way makes men more men and women more women, meaning they don't have different sexual desires. Do you have any thoughts on this? Meat makes men and mommies and masters. That's really it. We're born to reproduce in one way or another. Now, you choose not to or to, it's your choice. But ultimately, reproduction, egg, sperm, embryos, sexuality, sensuality, it's our driving force. I'm sorry. Why do we get all dressed up and do all of this stuff in order to fulfill nature's real destiny is making babies, which is kind of crazy, right? But absolutely, meat makes masterful men, mommies, mujeres, right? I had to get the M there on women. I think that's right. I'm working on Mi Español cada día, LVC. Let's see. LaShawn Terry, good morning to you. Dr. Rob Kiltz, I'm a reproductive endocrinologist, fertility physician, OBGYN, board certified. I got things on the wall. Okay, great. But ultimately, what I learned is the beat of life. We are in the tribe of life. We are commingling and creating together. And what I've learned is that the right nutrition for a human being. Wait a minute, I gotta find my my flyers that I've got flying everywhere. I think there's a link on here, Malcolm, somewhere to the baby's way. You got to do it, right? But actually, when you eat mush, it makes us meek. Cereal, rice, pasta, bread, yogurt, milk. Listen, milk is not good for human adults. It's good for babies from the breast, and that is it. Done. You want cream and butter from time to time, go for it. But 99% of the time, bacon, eggs, steak, best baby making for sure, right? Let's see. Carnivore Leo KJ, good morning. 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Next week's book, right on. Juicy grass-fed strip on deck for tonight. I love it. I love it. I'm going to a party tonight, and we'll see whether I have my steak before or after. And no alcohol for Kiltz for September. I do a sips of martini from time to time, but nothing in September. And don't forget, it's no carb November. Is that it? Teresa, good morning. LVC, Carrie, don't forget to subscribe and like and notify in order for us to build the leadership that we get from everyone out there. Remember, the leadership is built from you being on board to the tribe, right? And my good friend Tosh, he's an amazing artist, sculptor. He made me a Mighty Tribe spear. And we got our Mighty Tribe shirts. They're going on. I got to talk to my team. Where are they? Right? And do something hard every single day, right? Getting up at 3 a.m., getting on live at 5. It's not hard anymore. It's now easy. It started off hard, and then it was easy. Can I fast and still maintain muscle? Steve, like lions eat maybe a few times a week, maybe once a day, but not all day. And they've got the muscle, my friends. And listen, I eat one meal a day, most, right? And maybe one snack. That's it. One meal, one snack, done. A little piece of ribeye steak, amazing. And I do my smart bells, right? And whether it's kettlebells or dumbbells or whatever you want, but just have them around and move around and lift them from time to time. But the most important thing is, as my good friend Cherish and Bella say, just move and do something. That's really it. And do some good stretching. And that's why we want to stretch the mind, because we're often just sitting with the same crap in our brains, and we got to cleanse it, right? That's why a good bowel movement always cures so many things, right? So who is the master of your life? You be it. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you immersing this beautiful, amazing, magical machine? And did I get my other? I love studying cells, right? Because if you understand the cell, you understand the function of everything about your body. But there are a lot of cells that all work in a consortium to work together to help make you the very best. And by the way, eating plants is poisonous. Eating plants is poisonous, right? And that's the simplicity of the story, unfortunately, right? Heroin, cocaine, marijuana, cyanide, nicotine, caffeine, and more. And that's why I love to share one of my favorite books, Plants That Kill. Plants That Kill. And this is the sad part. We're eating a lot of plants that kill us, right? And yes, fasting is lasting and strengthening. Go on a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day fast. Let's see, I do 23 and 1 every single day. And then 1 2 day period a week, I do a 2 day fast, but you can do a 32. You have you feast in the morning. You don't eat until the next evening. Again, do some in betweens, but fasting is not critical, right, Amy? You don't need to do it, right? Let's see. IgE intolerance test results. Unfortunately, red meat is high on the list. Barris, I bet that's bullshit. Listen, they're doing everything they can to keep you from being the meat master, right? The man, the mommy, and the master. When you eat meat, it's bullshit. Sorry. Right now, maybe try some lamb or goat or a pig, whatever you choose to eat. But you got to eat the fat, and that makes you fit. Very, 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 very best. And you want grass-fed meat, very best. And if it's got but it's got to have a lot of fat on it, right? The fat is the fittest thing you can eat. And if you're skinny and there's a famine, fertilizer. I know. See, all these tests, these modern immunologic testing, maybe they're not quite as accurate as they say. And if you eat only meat, see how you feel. Give yourself a scientific project, right? Don't believe Kiltz. If you're looking for the scientific paper that says meat makes masters, you got to do the work, right? You've got to do your own N of one. Laha Stefansson in the early 1900s went and lived with the Inuit, proved that you do not need to eat plants at all. But it's the ancient story. The challenge is you want someone to write a paper that's prospective, randomized, double-blind before you believe it. Don't believe me. But I used to be mostly a plant eater, and I had arthritis, psoriasis, bowel bleeding, kidney stones, migraines. And I cleaned the slate. I dumped the bowels. I went right to bacon, eggs, butter, beef. What's Kiltz's way? Yes, ice cream from time to time, but some people cannot tolerate ice cream or butter. But ribeye steak is the best. Bone marrow, bone broth. To my friend Jonathan, healing up. Teresa, it's oh, there you are, G. JMF, right? Jonathan Michael Phase in phase 2. And don't forget, Luke is always with us, right? Wherever you are in this world, always focus on faith and kindness and love, and know that God's always got this. Everything happens for a reason, but it might take us a little bit of work to figure out that God's behind all of it, right? And the God vibrational energy is within you. Right. So this is why I need more of the tribe so that we can all vibrate just like all those amazing cell, right? And what you're doing though is you're breaking the bars and getting out of the cells of life. OB Ultrasound, Sarasota, awesome. Remember, Linabelle, right? This is it. And tell the man to stay on the meat and don't eat mush, because mush makes us meek, right? And the testing, maybe it isn't so accurate. We've transferred abnormal embryos and gotten normal babies, and normal embryos and had miscarriages, and they said, oh, I'm abnormal. Maybe science is mostly snake oil, theoretical, hypothetical, and even all these cycles of the metabolic pathways. Remember, these are theories. They're not stones, right? They're not written in stone. They're written in our brains of art, right, Amy? Keep painting, keep writing, keep sharing. Parminder, my friend, wasn't Cherish rocking and amazing. We're going to be linking to our mighty tribe coaches with Bella's team, with Rivero Health and others, because we're all doing this globally around the world, because, right, this one big cell called Earth is filled with infinite cells of life at all levels, all created by the great baby maker. T. Fay, good morning. Good morning, Remo Grower. Well said. Awesome. Let's see. Chanel, Channel of Discovery. We're co-leading. Hit the co-lead button, right? Oh, they call it followers, right? But I'm following you also. So that means we're co-leading together. Buenos dias, Mia Moreno. Let's see. It's an awesome, amazing day, starting the day. And what do? I eat one meal a day at night. It's steak. Last night, so it's one ribeye lasts me 3 to 4 days. That's it. And we found some really great buys on at Wegmans, an amazing tomahawk for like $10 to $14 a pound. It was great. It's the metabolic pathways, how our body works. Yes, but you know what? Most of this is wrong in my bet. But hydrogen, we're sharing hugs of hydrogen, right? We're moving the hydrogen from one cell to another, one door to another. It's always in motion, right? And there's a lot of commotion in this world, but nix the alcohol of any significance or frequency. Nix the fruit or honey of any significance or frequency. People die every day of a small amount of a peanut. Guess what? Much of it is not, it's not good for us, right? Stop eating nuts, seeds, fruit, fiber, vegetables of any significance or frequency, right? Significance or frequency. You can have Kiltz's ice cream from time to time, a sip of whiskey, wine, or beer from time to time. But is it good for you, my dear? No way. Down to Virginia Beach. Awesome. Soak up the vitamin D. Let's see. I'm off technically today, but I've got some calls. I may be going to Buffalo and Rochester today. So I'm excited about that, to see the teams there, right? Laszlo Boros. We got to get Laszlo on again. And Stephen Covey, the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. We're finishing up The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. We're peeling away the layers of the body to expose the beauty you are at, right? Can I eat beef, both beef liver and beef steak every day without getting vitamin? Yes, yes. But listen, when you eat the fatty meat, you fill up fast, and then you feel so fantastic. People are going to be like, "Oh my God, Jonathan," right? And eat meat, be the man, the master, the mujeres, right? Women, mommies, right? Good morning, Thomas. How are you doing? 5 a.m. Dropped 10 pounds. Should I be concerned about the weight coming off so fast? Well, you got to listen. Are you at the weight you want to be? But listen, there's speed. This idea that, well, that's too fast. Where did we come up with that? Where that's too fast. That's too slow. Oh, you have to make sure you're not doing this too fast. And then they do these gastric bypass surgeries, which they shouldn't do at all. And then they say, oh my God, like, oh, now you have to be on a diet. Now, wait a minute. They do a gastric bypass surgery and you have to be on a diet at the same time. Are we like nuts? Right? If you simply go to some form of the baby's way, and remember, liver lets you live longer, and you eat the liver and even raw liver. And if you use Cherish's latte with hot water, egg, butter, blend it up, it's amazing. All right, Cherish, I'll do one in the morning here. And don't forget, I know you guys are thinking, what is he doing? I've got my great refrigerator here because the most important thing, let's see, Tanbo, what is it? Rise and butter shine. And remember, well, I got to do this. But ultimately, so now some people can't tolerate butter, right? Fat suppresses inflammation. That's it, right? And be the example. Carnivore News Network roving reporter. I'm in. We're going down to the, Lisa Wiedemann's is her meet. They're having a meetup. I know she's going in Scranton. We're working on a December Destiny at the Brazilian steakhouse at Destiny for December. So Malcolm's working with Jake and Will to come up with some times and a spoonful of butter. All right, that's enough. Right? Fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, nuts, alcohol. No good. No good, my friends. Remember, you are the master machine. No matter your size, shape, age, weight, gender description, geopolitical description, it doesn't matter. God created you for the purpose of your life, and do something every day. Susie, right? Kapoor. Good morning. Teresa, phase 2, 5-4. I got in my cold shower this morning. First thing, I was doing some meditation and prayer. That was my motion workout today. And then I came in, I was playing the guitar and living life in amazing ways, right? That's what we want to be doing. Living life in amazing ways because you are amazing. You are amazing, right? Let's see, to rise to the butter shine of life. And who decides your life? If you're blaming anyone else for anything about your life, you're being fooled, right? And your brain creates the story of everything out there. That was the whole point of the 3 magic words by U.S. Anderson. The 3 magic words are so simple. And I'm sure you guys all remember that the 3 magic words are simple as I am, you are, we are, everything is God, right? That's it. I think you're doing fine, Thomas. You're doing great. Doing great. Be the someone, be the example and give someone a reason to try no carb November. We're doing no carb November. That's it. No alcohol September. None for Kiltz, right? Let's see a question. Do we need supplements as we practice carnivore? Let's see. Camellia, Anu, you do not need them if you consume liver, bone broth, bone marrow, but mostly the liver. But technically, I know my good friend Ken Berry even says no, right? Sean Baker, I think, may say the same thing. You need to eat the fatty meat, and within the cell happens to be in the cell wall. Let me see if I got the picture of my cell wall picture. Not so good on these. I got to find a better one. Basically, the cell wall contains everything you need, right? The cytoplasm, all the minerals and vitamins, the zinc, the calcium, the sodium, it's all there. And you don't need to add the salt, but I always say a pinch of salt is the very, 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 very best. Think of ricotta cheese. I love ricotta cheese. I'm Italian. I grew up with it. But you want to have the fatty cheeses from time to time, but not a lot, a little bit. But I love prosciutto. I love salamis, but I really work that they don't have too much of the spices because that's not good. And only from time to time. What does Kiltz eat every day? Ribeye all the way. Snake River. Look at, and if you want, let's see, where did I move all my supplement things to? Let's see. I don't know. They somehow get moved. Wait a minute. I think, there we go. If you want to try my beef liver and beef and beef organ meat, we're working on. Will is working on some more stuff with this, so we're having fun every single day. But I love ricotta cheese. I used to love to go to the Claro's Italian market in I can't remember where it was in the San Fernando Valley or San Bernardino Valley. Azusa, no. But outside, we lived in West Covina and then Los Angeles. We used to go there. I loved it. But I love to get the Italian bread with ricotta cheese. Amazing. Mozzarella, I love also. Let's see. These are so important to understand the metabolic pathways. We got that. Let's see. Good morning, Dar. Gabi, good morning. Good morning. And if I missed the words improperly, please forgive me. I need to hear them, see them, write them, and that's the way. Liver pills, you can do them every day, twice a day, or 4 a day. Let's start with 1 or 2. It's okay if you're getting something in. But again, they're not required, but they may be helpful for those people that just don't want to touch liver. I understand. All right. Let's see. Is it okay to eat wild-caught salmon omega-3s? Yes, Young. I'm a big – listen, wild-caught salmon, I think Bella likes cod or black. Let's see. Maybe someone cherish – what's Bella's favorite fish that she loves? And Bevy, awesome. Good morning. And I'm following you, by the way, because we're all learning from each other. There's no masters. There's only the masters, right? And we are all part of the master class, right? If we're pregnant, no sugar, okay. To continue, yes. Listen, when you are pregnant, before pregnancy, after pregnancy, always, this is the way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, okay, from time to time, and salt. Listen, fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts of any frequency or significance. Dump it. Don't eat it. Dump it out. Feed it to the pigs. Eat the pigs. That's where we're at. The intent, of course, says keto is not good for, listen, I know what they say, but the marketing masters to make you meek. And when you go to this one, the story is strong, and they are trying to shut us up. Who are they? I don't know. But look at, we are the lions and we are strong. The Mongols and the Vikings, what did they eat? They ate meat. And as a reproductive endocrinologist, a Western trained physician, at did internal medicine first for a year, then OBGYN, then reproductive endocrinology and infertility. I'm a fertility specialist. I do reproductive immunology, nutrition, motion work, masterful Messiah work, because God is it. Prayer, faith, gratitude, the attitude. And all I can tell you is there's so many different opinions, and science maybe sometime has a lot of snake oil in it, right? We're working on some fun new videos, and we got to have fun in this journey. But yeah, stay on this way. But babies do not need glucose. Your body, when you eat meat, it contains glycans. The glycans are the sugars that are critical for glycosylation. Energy is not from glucose. Energy is from fat. That's why we get fat and women get fat easy and fast, because they're reproducing. They need the fat to go into the famine. And all of those that do the Baby's Way in Carnivore, please share your story on the Mighty Tribe. Email me at rkiltz@cnyfertility.com, or go to Dr. Kiltz, drkiltz.com. Put your stories, because ultimately we are learning that maybe we've been coaxed to come to the pyramids, and then we're fed grass and grains, and we become the meek, the miserable, the masses, the slaves, the soldiers, the peasants, and the prisoners. Let's break out of that and let's change it up. I've learned so much in this. Liver does give me energy. It does. John, how you doing, my friend? Listen, I take care of male fertility issues, female fertility issues. Everyone and anyone at any stage of their gender selection will help you in one way or another. And ultimately, your health and wellness is primal, prima facie. And who's in charge of your health and wellness? Look in the mirror, right? The doctors are doing their very best in this allopathic Western medicine to understand it, but that's the story. Even this complicated metabolic system, maybe it's not so true, right? If you don't eat, you lose fat. Why do we think glucose is the energy? It's not. Glucose is just another glycan, and the glycans are critical for glycosylation. Glycosylation is the addition of a sugar molecule. And by the way, how many sugar molecules are there? Well, if you get a copy of Essentials of Biology, and we'll add this to Kiltz's new Keto and Carnivore book, you'll learn that. Let's see if I can get you this open of the front. Look at all the glycans, a lot of glycans that are critical for glycosylation. And glucose is just another one. I'm not sure how we sort of fell onto this thing that glucose is so important. Now we're creating all these drug addicts. The drug addicts are glucose addicts, right? They're measuring their glucose levels to keep track of their glucose levels. Are we like fucking stupid shit? Sorry for my language, all of us, right? If you don't eat plants at all, but you eat fatty meat, add some liver, that is the very best. You'll never have to check your glucose levels again, right? Crazy. And type 1 diabetes means you have no insulin. You get skinny because your body can't make fat. If you have liver damage significant, you become emaciated and skinny because you can't make fat, because insulin converts amino acids and simple sugars in the liver. I got some. We all got some. You better have some, because skinny in a famine is fertilizer, right? Let's see. Chuck, how are you doing, my friend? Good morning to you. Where are you at in this world? Where's home? Or where are you traveling? Where are you hanging out, right? sugar wasn't the source of energy, why is a single piece of chocolate or fruit can give you power for all the day, specifically when eaten in the morning? You think so, but it doesn't. Remember, sugar is an opiate receptor stimulator, right? It's like cocaine. How come people on cocaine gives them energy all day? Because it's just an epinephrine surging drug. That's all it is. I know. It's like, well, wait a minute. But yeah, I know. I thought that too. But sugar, remember, when you eat sugar, it goes to the liver. If your liver is damaged or you have no insulin, the sugar cannot be converted to fatty acids and you're fucked fertilizer. That's it. So I know it's like, well, wait a minute, but this is what they say. We focus on the Randall cycle, the Krebs cycle, the glycolytic pathways. Maybe we still won't give fat the real power it has, because fatty acids are the only thing that makes ATP directly to acetyl-CoA to ATP. I know. Wait a minute, Kiltz. Well, listen, I'm giving you what I think is the correct answer. But I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being the fool out there that is the lone one saying insulin resistance is simply glucose excess. Glucose, galactose, fructose, mannose, and more, because you are just focusing on one thing, but it's infinite. And the infinite is craziness, right? And look at, I do light weights, I do creativity walking, I do a lot of mindfulness. I read the Bible infinite times a day. I listen to biblical quotes from the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the New, the Old Testament, the Tao Te Ching, because human biblical writings of positivity is what you want to really fuel the power and energy of your day. By the way, I do have a piece of chocolate from time to time. I do have Kiltz's ice cream from time to time, but all the time, every day, I fill the life and mind with the power of positive thinking and prayers, right? Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Remember, a prayer is not begging or asking for anything. It's gratitude for all the things you've ever had and you desire. That's why if you focus on negativity, the good Lord will give that to you every single day. Now, you're the one that thinks it's negative. He just knows it's pieces of the puzzle in creating your most fucking awesome and amazing life, right? I know, it's crazy. I love chocolate, by the way. Bevy, good morning, good morning, good morning. I got to scroll through. I get like 1,000 questions. My butcher is awesome, Bevy. He grinds me burgers with all kinds of awesome fats added. Throw some liver in there. And remember, your butcher and your sage of masterful quotes of positivity are your two best friends, right? That's why I love reading. I love the meat market, right? The real meat market is fatty beef with throwing some extra fat and some liver. Bingo, done. See you later. And if you want to throw on an egg, do it. It's healthy for you. Iandra, how are you doing? Candace Z, good morning. It's from LA. Kid from Los Angeles. I used to shop at the Food House on Sunset Boulevard. I can't remember. It was right. I lived right on Griffith Park Boulevard, where just before it ran into Sunset Boulevard. All right. You are strong, amazing, creative, and masterful, right? Bree, good morning. How are you doing? And every day, in every way, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. You got to read about glycobiology. The glycobiome trumps the microbiome. The microbiome is trying to kill you. That's it. You wouldn't put bacteria all over a wound or in your eyes. I'm sorry. We have been eating a deadly diet for decades, and now we're drunk with the idea that plants are good. And because we like being drunk. Are you done with being drunk in life? Me too. That's why I do bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream from time to time, a piece of chocolate from time to time, and a month, no alcohol. I'm done. I haven't been on caffeine for like 2 months, right? Let's see. Good morning, Chuck again. Iandra, LA, duck fat is referred to as schmaltz. I eat duck fat. Last night I took some of my duck fat, beef fat, butter, a little blue cheese, heated it up, melted it, poured it over my day old rib I cooked, just a small portion, less than my fist. Bingo, best, amazing. All right, and visit your butcher on a regular basis, or a local farm where they're raising great chicken eggs, free range, all that other stuff, right? Great beef. Get a half or a whole cow, share it with your neighbors. Blood test in Carnivore. Got rid of the stones in Carnivore lifestyle. My stones went away. My kidney stones. My gallbladders are caused by a plant-based diet. Done. Linoleic acid, which is extremely beneficial for cells. Look at omega-3s, linoleic acid, all your vitamins and minerals. It's a complicated story, but simplify it in a way. We are lions. We are the master class, alphas, right? But you've been duped. You've been fed grass and grains, and now we're drunk with the products of the plants that are the predators that want to make you fertilizer. And if you fish, I don't eat a lot of fish. I love that the Indians used to use fish as fertilizer, right? To grow the plants that allowed the meat to eat. And then we ate the meat. That's it, right? All right, John, how are you doing, my friends? Let's see. There's a lot of healing going on, but in 90 days, he will see so much healing. He will be amazed. Listen, in 1 to 2 weeks on Carnivore, be a Kiltz carnivore, and don't forget the baby's way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, a little Cherish's morning latte, hot water, eggs, butter, bingo, blend it up. Amazing. Bevy, again, awesome. Let's see. Dutch. Science is the Bible, is in the Bible and in the scriptures. Absolutely. Read the Bible every day. That's why Laszlo also reads the Bible. Dr. Boros. I love Dr. Boros from Harvard, UCLA also. I've got to do another live because ultimately the science is so simple. Have faith in God and love all today and every day, right? The power of positive thinking, positive prayer. Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for everything in my life. Everything I've once labeled as good or bad, right or wrong, easy or hard, positive or negative, all at the hands of the great Creator for all of us, right? And whether you love or hate, it's all based on what you think. And if you think love always, it solves all problems. Yes, you're right. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's a good one. And I ask all my team members that might be answering, it's like, listen, it's never too late to do nothing, to listen, to learn from others. At the vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, and carnivorian, all of us are in this great soup of life, and we're all doing it together. It's simply be the example. And someone might say, wow, what are you doing? You look great. You sound great. There's something magical about you this day and every day. But it starts with meditation, cold shower, breath work, or get in the cold plunge. Doesn't matter. Just cool it down and spark it up, right? The scriptures every day. Have an amazing day. Cherishing your health, the mighty tribe. Keep on the move, whether you're sweeping, mopping, cleaning, driving, delivering, building, dismantling, designing. You are the great creator and the designer of your life. And what I've learned through the stories of humans, right? Through the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the New, the Old Testament, the Tao Te Ching, all of them are ancient stories, but they're from our ancient ancestors. I love my new Tosh tribal spear. It's art, and that's what I loved about art. Humans are artists. Amy's painting. I've been in my pottery studio. If you go to kiltzcups.com, KILTZCUPS.com, Kiltz Cups, Kiltz Pottery, Kiltz Ceramics. That's it. In Arabic, prayer is setting a trap for God. Inshallah. The prayer is basically, where are you, right? I'm going to find you. But ultimately, when you finally find him, her, it, guess what? They're all along. That's why The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is such an inspiring book. What are you reading? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you marinating this, right? There's more power in the mass. That's why we go to mass and we listen to the great sages of philosophy of God, right? Whether it's the temple, the mosque, the church, but it's wherever you're at, you have the power to create positivity. Really, that's what this whole story is. Why do I do my 5 a.m.? Because I need your input into this thing every day. And I love sharing so many. Norman Vincent Peale has got some good shit. All right. Should I, Tombo? All right. But I gotta sit. And I should get a lesson from my cousin Bruce. When you're alive, you're alive. Keep on breathing, you're alive, you're alive. Keep on breathing, you're alive, you're alive. Keep on breathing, my friends. Never, never give up, I say. Always give it up to God is the way. Get your guitar out, get your drums, Jonathan, right? You got to play them. We're going to do, maybe we need to do a Zoom meetup with our music, right? And everyone join in, right? It's Kiltz's crazy hits, right? Kiltz's crazy hits, but we're all learning by strumming along, right? And singing along in life. And if you're bad, right? Badass. That's what life is about. Every single day, in every single way, we're learning from so many creative people, right? Look at even all these metabolic pathways. Someone created all this great shit, and then we're playing with it. But ultimately, that's what I love. I love Instagram Reels, and I love all of the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all this stuff. Susie, right? You are buff, my friends. You are on top of the world when you begin to emulate the brain, the mind. And are there going to be some negative thoughts and ideas that come from time to time? Fuck yeah. It's okay. Listen, I sort of tripped into becoming a doctor. I broke my leg at age 19. I met a really great, amazing hippie doctor that I said, wow, I took 6 years to study enough to get into medical school. I didn't get in the first year. I went to UC Davis in Sacramento, Davis area. I loved it. And but what I've learned in life is it's never too late to keep learning, right? That's why there are so many amazing courses online, plenty of YouTube courses that are for free. And I went to Paris with my daughter a number of years ago and went to the Modern Art Museum, Pompidou. What was the Modern Art Museum? I don't even remember now, but it's there. And the paintings is like, start painting, start playing music, right? Arla, again, good morning, good afternoon. Where are you at in this world? What's the plan for the day? But ultimately, remember, your plans, my plans, God's plans. And they're all God's plans every day. Graduate UC Davis. Oh my God. ASU for her master's. Awesome. Callie, what did she wind up focusing on? Listen, we're all learning something different. That's why I'm working on, sharing better, learning new things, creating. We're working on Kiltz's new carnivore guide, and I'm downloading all sorts of metabolic pathways and pictures and ideas. What are your stories? I need your stories in Kiltz's carnivore and keto way. Begin with the end in mind. Habit, absolutely. Stephen Covey's book, that's next week, right? The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Now, again, what is success? You're there already, by the way, but we all have dreams of something different, right? So hold the dream. And if you're where you don't want to be, imagine you're where you're in the right place that God put you to teach you on the journey, right? It's life's lessons we're learning every day. And this is Kiltz's 5 a.m. meetup, MEAT. But if you're a vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, all are welcome, right? And we're sharing love and kindness and forgiveness and firsting in the mirror, right? NorCal, awesome. MN, relief. Remember, wherever you're at, whatever you're thinking, I want you to think something positive and good about you yourself, right? Or your life, your neighbor, your friend, your enemies, something good each and every day. Human development and education, I think, going to be a child life specialist, currently works with children with autism in a supervision. Nice. Autism, I believe, is also a plant poisonous disorder. So if you haven't noticed, so many of us eat plants, healthy plants. Is it possible heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, cyanide are all plant products? And maybe, just maybe, if all of those that are labeled with all sorts of disorders ate a baby's way diet. I hate the word diet. Diets are dead. The word is the way, the plan, the nutrition, the lifestyle. We're lions and lionesses, not pigs, cows, nor sheep. God is the greatest idea. As our mind expands to encompass the great idea, this great idea, then the idea expresses itself through us in terms of our concept of it, right? As our concept of God expands, our expression of his nature grows. So whatever you eat or drink, whatever you do it all in the glory of God. Wait a minute. You're a doctor. You can't talk about God. Well, my friends, we're all the gods and we're all our own doctors. And I know there are a lot of rules and laws and oversight, and it is what it is. We're doing the very best we can each and every day. Barely heard of autism and ADHD. I never, right? It's rapidly growing because of the plant-based diets. Eating meat is bad for you. Hey, buddies, you guys want to go to the steakhouse tonight? Yeah, right? We feed the masses mush and they stay meek in order for the masters to continue to be the masters. My friends, we're fucked up. Sorry. We are prisoners, slaves, soldiers, and peasants. You want to break out of the bondage of the cells, right? Eat meat, be the master. A little eggs and bacon, okay. High on life, all right? Dutch, awesome. Listen, the whole intention of this journey is you want to be high on life. Go hiking, go to the top of the mountain, the Himalayas, practice some martial art, mastery of life, but always honor all of those. We honor the animals that we eat. We honor the plants and all the organisms, the rocks, the trees, the oceans, the air, the water, the clouds, all of it. It's masterfully built in the mind. That's it, right, John? Let's see. They labeled me with dyslexia, ADHD, let's see, manic depression. I'm like, okay, label it, you enable it. What's the label? You're good as gold and God is in you every day, right? Gregory, all right. How about too low potassium on carnivore? Oh my God. Listen, stop measuring the shit. Eat the meat, masterful meal. That's it. You get all your minerals, vitamins from meat. Add some liver, take it to the next level. Let's see, any natural fever reducers, fasting, cold water therapy, dip in the cold, right? It reduces inflammation, and meditation and prayer breath work. Look at Wim Hof method. Jake, I think, is sending something to get Wim Hof so I can interview Wim Hof. That'd be awesome, right? I should also do an interview with the boss, right? I should, right? Bruce Springsteen. Can I have regular meat? Then listen, I don't think grass-fed, grain-fed matters so much. I simply go right to the fatty meat. I love pork belly. I love ribeye. That's it. That's it. El Chico, is that right? 73. Having fruit like carnivore, MD. No. He's young. He doesn't know yet. All I can tell you is that when cancer or heart disease and a stroke hits, it hits silently, fast, right? It's stealth. Boom, down. Fruits and vegetables and honey of any frequency or significance are not good. And when was the last time you heard of someone dying of an anaphylactic reaction to a ribeye steak? Doesn't happen, my friends. Practice love and kindness all the time, right? Every time. Barely heard. Listen, the baby's way. I need a shirt, the baby's way shirt, right? That's it. I think. Oh, and don't forget, we're going to put a link on drkiltz.com, and also on this is for Keto for a Fertile Life and Beyond cookbook. Maria and Kiltz. We're going to be revamping it, rewriting it, putting some stuff for some quotes and more in the new. And I think what we're going to do is maybe mix it up and get some of these recipes in the new. Where's the new carnivore? I think that's it. Keto is pedestrian. It's for the masses. You want to be the master class? It's carnivore, right? Regular meat, then, yeah, again, I do it all. Absolutely. Go to your local butcher, throw in more fat, throw in some liver. Burgers, best, but it's got to be high fat. See, keto carnivore, 80% of your calories should come from fat. I know it seems ridiculous. And if you want to, you got to do some stretching, by the way. You got to stretch your life out, right? That's what this story is about. Stretch the body, stretch the mind, do something you're uncomfortable with. That's what this story is all about. Discomfort, right? And you are the artist of your life. You're the singer, the musician, the magic human being. Put it out there, right, Nixie? Let's see. El Chico, if you can't afford grass-fed, listen, it doesn't matter from a sick animal. Don't eat from a sick animal. That's it. But listen, you go to your butcher, your local farmer, you're going to get the very best. Get a great relationship with, listen, we go to these supermarkets, you're shoving in your basket all this shit, and you don't know where it came from. If it's boxed, bagged, or burnt, unless it's a ribeye steak, black and blue. Don't do it, right? All these labels which enable and convince you through master marketing that eating plants aren't poisonous, Dr. Kiltz. Plants are good for you. Well, wait a minute. How come I found a book on plants that kill? And the only way a cow is going to kill you if it kills you first before you kill it, because it knows how to kill things. And you and I have been duped. I love you, my friends. Oh, remember, ultimately, we're all made out of mud, right? And you're molding the mud within you every day. And KiltzCups.com is going up, if it's not live already, and you could buy a Kiltz cup, $20 plus shipping, or some of my other pottery, which we're working on getting it all there, so you can just go click, 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 click. But most of all, make your own pottery, estita, right? Also need to know that from a sick animal, we will be all, don't eat sick animals, right? North Carolina, good morning, good morning, good morning. Carney for just over 2 weeks after getting diagnosed with MS. I feel better than I have in years. So energetic. Listen, let's see. HT Trischelman, MS, ALS, arthritis, psoriasis, kidney stones, migraines, cancer, stroke, infertility, all of it is simply plant poisoning. We've been poisoned by the masters who know how to feed you. Guess what? Mush, right? You got to read Good Calories, Bad Calories. There's so much great shit out there. It's effing amazing. I love you, my friends. I got to get to my 6 o'clock online. I love you. I love you. I love you. See you tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Next week's book is 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, right, Donbo? And finish up the Power Positive Thinking, Audible. I drive. I'm working in the pottery studio, and Cherish Your Health, by the way. Oh, check out Cherish Your Health on YouTube and more, and join Rivero Health, Bella's Tribe. Look at Judy Cho's stuff. So many people, Rena Alavalia, 5-Minute Body, so many amazing people. Love, peace, and butterhood, my friends. Thanks, Malcolm.